Yo, what's good? What up? What up? Y'all hear me? Jalen, what's good? Ronnie, Q, Sam, what up? Eric, what's good? All right, cool. Yes, yes. 80s, 90s, 2000s vibes, the podcast, the channel. Subscribe on YouTube, like, share. I'm gonna be doing this on a regular basis from now on. Doing live streams on YouTube, doing live streams on Instagram. You know, um, I do have some things I want to talk about, but I didn't really have no particular topic today. But I seen something that I think people it's like a real heavy debate going on right now. I think people would like to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of great things coming. Shout out to the whole team: Jamal, Davion, Old School, Quan, Prime, Quay, Be Poetic, Shawnee, the whole team. Uh, Subscribe to them on the Instagram pages. We got a lot of dope things coming. But this is just like a live stream just to get people familiar, with the channel and gain more followers. And we got a huge following on Instagram. We want to get that same following on the YouTube channel. And I think this is like a way to connect with our fan base and just have a live stream and just access anything. When you ask me anything today, so I see a lot of heads in here from Reg's live stream. Shout out to Reg. Sam said, "Have you played the game Doom?" Yes, I have played Doom. I had like the PC games, like the early versions on PC. Back in like the early 2000s. I played one of the demo games from for Xbox, which was like years ago. I don't even remember what sequel it was though. But yeah, definitely Doom is a classic game. Do I like King Kong? Yeah, King Kong is great. I grew up with the movie. The black and white. I like the black and white King Kong. Like that's like the classic King Kong films. Like the black and white Tarzan films. I grew up with the Godzilla ones and the King Kong ones, and I like the classic black and white films. But this is the topic I wanted to talk about. I seen on the latest Drink Champs with Nori. You had R&B singer Tank on there, and the question was asked to Tank, you know, which group is better, Jackson 5 or New Edition? And Tank went with New Edition. And I seen a New Edition fan page on Instagram repost a video, and a lot of people was debating about that topic. So my question to everybody here is, what group do you think was better, Jackson 5 or New Edition? Now, for me personally, being that I'm an 80s baby, it was always New Edition because they were like my Temptations, my Four Tops, the Spinners, the Dramatics. I wasn't around for that era. But in the 80s, New Edition to me was the best R&B group of that decade, and even in the early 90s, even though they dropped one album in the 90s, I'm still putting them there with groups that were influenced by them, like 112 and Jagged Edge. Jodeci, Boyz II Men, of course. That's the Offspring. Silk, those groups. But I think when I'm looking at this debate and I'm seeing people picking New Edition over Jackson 5, to me, the one deciding factor is Michael Jackson. And I love New Edition, but they don't have Michael Jackson in their group. Ralph Tresvant, he thought he was Michael Jackson. He went solo, he did his little thing or whatever, but he's not Michael Jackson. And even if Ralph left the group and he said, "Yo, I'm not coming back. I'm going to be a solo artist forever," you still had Ricky Bell, who to me is severely underrated as a singer, and he didn't get his flowers while he was in audition, which is why he went off with Belba DeVoe, and that was like his showcase. That was his group to showcase his vocals, and then you got Johnny Gill, who was already a star in his own right before he even came to the group. And at one point, you had Bobby Brown, who was one of the best singers during that time. I want to say like from '88 to like '93, and then his voice got messed up. But even if Ralph left, we still had like 2, 3 certified singers in audition. With Jackson 5, is like without Michael, there's no Jackson 5. There's none. They wouldn't be legends. They wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame without Michael. Jermaine, he did his little. I think he could have been a bigger solo artist if he was promoted well. Jermaine was a good singer, but he's not Michael. And you see what happened with those '80s albums, with the Victory album. He didn't even want to do that album. He's like might be like on 1 or 2 songs. It didn't do good. The tour did good, but the album wasn't a great Jackson 5 album. And then you got 2300 Jackson Street, which is terrible. And even now, you see without Michael, they can't even put together a album or a tour. You know what I'm saying, for their fan base. So it's clearly, to me, the difference maker is Michael Jackson. So I think it's asinine for if people even say like, "Oh, I think New Edition is better than Jackson 5." I totally disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. And some people feel like New Edition was better. Some people feel like Jackson 5 was better. My question to everybody here is, who was the better group? And like I said, I grew up in New Edition, but when my introduction to Michael was the Thriller album, and I know him as a solo artist first. But I tell people all the time, you got to go back and listen to something. You got to go back and learn your history. I have to go back and listen to the Jackson 5 early albums. You know what I'm saying? All the hits they had, ABC, you know what I'm saying? I Want You Back, all that. So, you know, Michael to me is the deciding factor. You know what I'm saying? And without him, they wouldn't be where they at. They wouldn't, they were like household names before the New Edition. I had somebody in the comments say, "Oh, well, New Edition nowadays are more a household name." I'm like, I totally disagree with that. I'm like, everybody knows who Michael Jackson is. Even kids growing up now in this era that wasn't around in the '80s know who Michael Jackson is. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it's easily Jackson 5. They have a better discography, than New Edition. I think for New Edition, people feel like they got one great album. Any Heartbreak is their magnum opus, but they have more than one classic. I think Candy Girl was a classic album. I think the second album, the self-titled joint, was solid. Their most underrated album to me would be All for Love. They had some joints on that, Count Me Out, and every a little bit of Love Is All It Takes. You know what I'm saying? They had some bangers on the third album. Even Home Again. Home Again to me is a solid album. 1996. That's the only '90s album that they came out with. They reunited after their little hiatus, came back, and they gave us joints like Hit Me Off and You Don't Have to Worry, Shop Around. I think that was a phenomenal album, but for some reason, a lot of their fans feel like their only classic album is Any Heartbreak, and I totally disagree with that. You know, but that's the debate that's going on right now, and I'm like, even if they wanted to do a versus right now, I feel like New Edition would lose. They would win a couple rounds, but Jackson 5 was a game changer. That group is legendary. And the stuff they did for Motown, and I just feel like it wouldn't even be a battle. 16 bars, salute. Jalen said I grew up on both heavy. He said I grew up on both heavy. I'm going with New Edition though. BBD alone is my. They dope. They dope. Okay, now let's say Michael was here though, right? I'm gonna give you a scenario. Let's say they did a versus Jackson 5 against New Edition, and they had to break onto their solo stuff. What artist on New Edition, is Bobby Brown or Ralph or Johnny or BBD, is going to compete with Michael Jackson solo wise? I don't think none of them could. When Beat It comes on, what are they dropping for Beat It or Billie Jean? I think people are being like delusional. I don't feel like they can even compete with Jackson 5. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not being biased because I love both. I love both groups, and I grew up when New Edition came out. But you got to look at the you got to look at the history of Jackson 5, and they were game changers. You know what I'm saying? They were game changers. You know, even now, like we're still talking about the Jackson 5 many decades later. They were game changers because of Michael. You know, as a little boy singing, you know, as somebody said, they have more grown up anthems than New Edition do. And he was a little kid, you know, singing those songs. To from the going from ABC and all that to evolving in, to the off the wall disco album, like the end of the disco era with Rock with You and She's Out of My Life and all that, and um what's the joint off forgot the name of the joint. Working Day and Night, one of my favorites from Off the Wall, and then going evolving into a rock star with Thriller. You know what I'm saying? And then making the Bad album, it was a more political, social conscious album. Doing the Dangerous album with Teddy Riley and having that New Jack Swing sound, and you know what I'm saying. So he kept evolving. I don't think I can say the same for New Edition. If anything, I mean, you have fans that are split when it comes to what era of New Edition was better, the Bobby Brown era or Johnny Gill coming in. You know what I'm saying? So Jackson 5 and Michael by himself evolved, and they were game changers for music and the culture. Um, they can't compete. So it's like, how do you feel like New Edition is better? Salute, Boombox was good. I think it's a debate going on right now, and I guess people are mad that Tank said New Edition over Jackson 5. I don't know. You want to? Oh, Eric wants to link. All right, I got you. I got you. I got you. I want to ask you guys. Okay, what's your favorite? Like, give me like top 3 or top 5 favorite Jackson 5 songs or albums. If you have any favorite Jackson 5 albums, because I know my favorite New Edition stuff. But when it comes to Jackson 5, they have like so much stuff. It's like what could be like your favorite Jackson 5 album or favorite Jackson 5 song or song that put you on to the Jackson 5. Hold up, Eric, I got you. Let me just send you the link. Favorite Michael Jackson album definitely is Thriller, because that was my introduction to Michael in the 80s. That was my introduction to music as a whole. And to see where he came, when he where he's been from Jackson 5 as a little boy to becoming a rock star is just is unexplainable, man. Oh, hold up. Let me send Eric the link. They got a lot of stuff though. I'm saying, like, off top, if you can remember, like favorite Jackson 5 album or songs or whatever. All right, sent you the link, Eric. Let me just let me know when you got it. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that 16. I don't see how people feel like any is better than Jackson 5. And it's not even, I can't even say it's younger kids. It's like the older generation that's picking New Edition over them. Okay, we got Eric coming on. What up? What up?
What's up, homie? How you doing?
Chilling. What's good?
Man, I seen you was doing a live stream. I was just on
Yes.
Brother Marquis channel. I was talking
Salute to
about
him.
these shootings and stuff. We was talking about these
Crazy.
politicians fucking up these gun laws and stuff, being
Hmm.
delusional and shit.
And you got people. You got Gabe Kapler from the San Francisco Giants. The manager said that he's not going to be standing for the national anthem because of that.
Yeah, I want to see if they calling Kaepernick his ass then, since you know how
Right.
people is when it's black people out here trying to make a statement and stuff. So
Right. Yes, but yeah, we're gonna be doing these live streams on here just to get people familiar with us and you know generate more of the fan base on here because the fan base on Instagram is crazy, but we want that fan base to be on the YouTube channel as well. So
yeah, that's what's up, man.
you know what
Y'all
I
will
mean?
get there.
Oh yeah, so I'm like, yo, let me go live today since we ain't got nothing else planned. I'm like, this was a good topic. I saw this being posted on the New Edition fan page on Instagram yesterday, and Tank was asked the question on Drink Champs about Jackson 5 and New Edition, and he picked New Edition, and a lot of people are pissed off that he picked New Edition over Jackson 5, and I'm like, this will be a great debate to talk about.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. A lot of people get super sensitive when it comes to these, older legendary groups and stuff. It's
Right.
different by eras and stuff. I was born in '94, so I'm
Mhm.
more of a Jackson 5 person. I like New Edition though, but I'm more familiar with Jackson 5's, discography and songs and stuff.
But let me ask you though, you was born in '94, right?
Yeah.
How did you get put on to New Edition music and Jackson 5 music though?
By Jackson 5 music because of Michael Jackson. Him being that star. The only person, in my opinion, that can make people go into shock on stage just by standing still. I forgot
Facts.
what concert that was at. He had the pyro going off, and
Mhm.
folks were just going crazy, falling out and stuff. They had to have medical people out there to get these people medical attention. Like that dude had so much persona and such swagger that he didn't have to do anything on stage. And it's only a special amount of people that comes on this planet that's musically that talented and gifted that can do stuff like that. You really can't. I really can't name no people like that in this generation who can have the star power of such a Michael Jackson, in my opinion. And with New Edition, just by the song Candy Girl, off Boys in the Hood,
Right. Yeah.
and Bobby Brown too, with him
Right,
just
man.
being a main member of the group and stuff. So
Right. Michael was that deciding factor. If you take away Michael, they're not even the same group.
yeah, the second closest is Jermaine Jackson. That Let's Get Serious album is his best
Right.
album throughout his discography. I wish he would have had better promotion because I think he could have had a solid career out of any of them besides Michael, or
Right.
Janet, So
But
the
but
other
it
ones
but
they didn't really.
I blame the record labels for Jermaine not blowing
Yes,
up like Michael and Janet
fucking
though.
Motown, man, doing that
Yeah.
unnecessary shit. Barry Gordy not moving along with the times and stuff when it comes to like certain groups of music and stuff. You just can't stick to the old Motown sound of like the the Temptations and stuff, especially with these album covers. Like I don't know what they was doing with Jermaine, you know. So
Okay, we got some people got their picks. Boombox said, "I want you back." Who's loving you? Dancing Machine, all classics. 16 Bars said, my oldest sisters were huge Jackson 5 fans back in the days. They used to bump Mike Jack all day, every day. Yeah, same here. But we that was like we had a heavy rotation when we like 5, 6 years old and we in kindergarten. And I'm telling my kindergarten teacher, I want to hear Thriller when we playing musical chairs every Friday. So I'm like, that was in my
yo,
heavy rotation.
yes,
That was in my heavy
I'm
rotation every day.
I'm glad you brought that up because they done pissed me off with this Michael Jackson 40-year anniversary vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to sell this shit for $100. $100,
I'm
man.
not buying that.
Like I don't know what's the difference between this vinyl and the 40th year anniversary one. If they was gonna put it at that amount, they should have put out those unreleased tracks from the Thriller album that didn't make it, and probably
Mhm.
have like some unreleased songs if you was gonna charge people that much. Cause Mickey was talking about that on her channel when she was doing like the 2 hour little vinyl discussion with I think his name is DJ DJ Funk, and I forgot the other sister's name, but they had a really good conversation about this on her channel. I forgot what time frame it was at, but
Mhm.
they was talking about the Michael Jackson 40th year anniversary edition being $100. That really pissed me off about them just keep releasing the same the same stuff that we already have in our collection. But if you was gonna do that, you should have had the unreleased songs like Hot Streak or like the PYT demos or something. You should
Right.
have put those out and then put like extra songs on the vinyl and stuff, and make it colored vinyl too, or like a picture disc anniversary vinyl to get people like talking about it. Like I don't know,
No,
man.
Janet wasn't part of the Jacksons, but
Nah.
she like I think she did background vocals for them. I know she did like on the demo for I want to say it was don't stop till you get enough. She was on the demo for that. Like she was like playing an instrument or something.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's on the special edition of Off the Wall. Like if you ever get the special edition, like they have like the demos for some of those songs, and Janet was playing like an instrument on one of those demos, but she
Okay, I
wasn't part
never
of
knew that. I
Jackson
got
Five.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that in my collection. I never knew it.
yeah.
Yeah, she was a solo artist,
Right.
so
Just solo. We just talking about like the Jackson Five. Like if you take away Michael, they're not the same group. You know what I'm saying? So that to me is the deciding factor when people want to debate about New Edition and Jackson Five. I'm like, well, Michael is the deciding factor because without
yeah,
without Michael and Jackson Five, you don't. It's not the same group. So then New Edition would automatically
yeah,
win that debate. But if you take away Ralph, you still got Johnny, who should be the leader right now, in my opinion. You still got Ricky. You know what I'm saying? And at one point we had Bobby Brown. He was one of the best R&B artists at that time, but you don't have that same voice anymore.
yeah. That
You know
crack
what I'm
rock
saying?
done
So
kept caught up to him and shit.
yeah,
So
so it's like they still could have been New Edition even without Ralph in the group. You can't say the same thing
yeah,
with Jackson Five though.
you can't say that about a certain amount of groups throughout history and stuff, because one
Right.
main member can really dissolve the whole group. But a group
Right.
like that who had that much talent in all of them, I think they would have been really good without
Like
one person in the group.
if you take away like for New Kids on the Block, if you take away Jordan Knight, you still got Joseph. He was a great singer in that group. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they had like some groups had like multiple singers that were great, but they didn't get that shine because of their leader. Like
Yeah,
Drew Hill, where they had Cisco, he went solo, he became a big star solo. But they had Jazz, he was a good singer. They had Woody, he was a good singer. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Jackson Five, okay, you got Michael, you got Jermaine, but Jermaine never got that. He never got his flowers as a solo artist. Like Michael
yeah.
was the star for that group. You
He was
know,
that nigga. Without Michael Jackson, they was gonna not be as popular. He definitely had the star power that took them on another level.
right? 16 Boss said how many songs is on the vinyl for what? The Thriller reissue? I guess he's
I don't
asking.
know. I think it's just the same amount, which really pissed me off. I don't know if they got it like on a different, vinyl format. I think it's supposed to sound better, but like you can get the original copy and it sound
Mm-hmm.
good. I
Right.
don't really see why they doing that. So I could have seen if they had like the demos or like special unreleased tracks and stuff. Like I don't even get this with the Prince vaults and stuff because he got a vinyl coming out too, Prince in the Revolution. I
Yeah.
already pre-ordered it though. It's
Yeah.
like a
A
live
lot.
vinyl.
Yeah.
So
It's a double. It's a double. Well, it's a
yeah,
double CD. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah. Ricky to me never got his flowers within New Edition. That and he got his respect when he did the BBD thing, but within the group, he never got his flowers like Ralph or Bobby or even Johnny. Ronnie said better live performer. I've only seen New Edition in concert. I never seen Jackson 5. So I gotta go with any on this.
yeah. I never seen any of them. Waiting for my time, so I can't give you my
Yeah,
opinion on. 'Em, You know.
and they were great live. They were a little late, but they were great. Yeah, and I love they whole setup and how they perform the songs together as a group, and then they branch out and do they solo stuff, and then they come back and they might do like Can You Stand the Rain Last or Poison. They had a great show, but I never I wish I seen them Michael Jackson or Jackson 5. I never seen them in concert though. What about Boyz II Men? What about them? What is the question? I like this debate. Like people are really like split between New Edition and Jackson 5.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Get people talking. You
Yeah,
don't just have to have dudes out here, fighting in the streets over, no addition and justified. This is just a good conversation to have, without people just getting butt hurt about
yeah.
it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Tank was trolling or if he's trying to generate attention for himself by saying that. But I mean, if he grew up with New Edition, then that's just what it is. Like I can't fault him for saying that over Jackson
Yeah.
5 though.
I can see if he said some stupid shit, then
Right,
everybody will be talking about it. But, he just gave his honest opinion, so
right. Sam said I got Keith Soto with Bobby Brown. Oh yeah, definitely. That battle, that versus battle was it could have been better. I don't like how Bobby Brown stage performance was in that one because he just looked
he was
like he was
drunk on
out of shape.
stage too. He was just going
Yeah,
crazy.
he just looked
He
like
was
he was
moving like
out of shape, and I was like, "What are you like?" You know what I'm saying? It was like, "Where's the energy?" Like Keith Sweat was drunk and he was still singing on key, and Bobby was like sweating like a pig, and he was just I
I
was like,
mean,
"God,
he done put on weight, man. He like one of your uncles at the barbecue that want to do the cha-cha slide. He's going to embarrass himself, but he's still trying to have fun. So I don't know, man. I
bro."
just, I
I
just wish I just wish he didn't get into the drugs and stuff and like him influencing Whitney Houston with all that
mm.
shit and stuff. I wish it just didn't come down to that because I think he could have still had a stellar career and stuff.
Are you gonna watch the documentary and the reality show tomorrow?
About what?
Bobby Brown on I think it's on Lifetime.
Nah, I don't fuck with Lifetime. This just
No,
another. Nah.
because they got like he has like a documentary,
What more?
talking.
What more can he say? Cause
I don't
we
know.
done been down this. We done been down this road,
I
man.
don't know
Like
what else they showing, but it's supposedly
you
like
don't.
it's
You
his
don't.
first time. He took the cameras with them to Whitney's gravesite for the first time. Like he hasn't been here since the funeral or whatever. So we're gonna see that, and we're gonna be like showing his family life with his new wife and his kids and all that. So
Yeah, I guess if it put some money in the brother's pocket, that'd be good though. So I just don't want him out here just going overboard with it. But as long as he, showing, you know, a good amount of stuff that won't, embarrass him,
yeah.
it's okay with me with the brother.
Look,
So
I'm telling you, like, I can extend you the conversation. If people are really saying that New Edition is better than the Jackson Five, and to me, I'm with you. I'm like, what is the comparison? Because Michael is the deciding fact clearly, but there's
yeah, I
people
never
that feel
thought
like
that.
people are really like debating that New Edition is better. So I don't know.
I already know like that. We need a versus. You can't do it without
Right.
Michael, motherfucker. How,
Exactly. You
how that
can't do
gonna
it without
work?
Michael, right? You know. Boom says he's torn, but he'll go with Motown. And Motown was a legendary label.
Yeah,
No, they not a slouch. No, I'm definitely if they're battling Jackson 5, I think they could win a couple rounds. But again, if they have to go off and do
yeah.
their solo thing, and you have Michael there ready to
If
do
Michael
the
go
whole
kill
full
him,
album,
man.
I'm sorry,
Play the
but
old Thriller album.
BBD Poison is not beating Thriller. That's just me.
Yep.
They're not beating
Hey,
that album's not
hey,
beating
one,
Thriller.
hey, once they hit that Smooth Criminal, it's over with.
It's over.
If
It's
Michael
over.
Jackson he had
And
that Tommy gun, it would have been over with,
and
man.
I'm just talking about the Thriller album. I ain't even talking about the Bad album and
Yeah.
Dangerous and the History album, Invincible. I'm talking about the Thriller album by itself. BBD ain't got nothing for none of those songs on Thriller.
And you can play some of his earlier stuff off his albums like Ben and Got to Be There. Like, come on
Facts.
now. Man,
Facts.
you kill it, man.
Mm.
Right there.
I don't know how people debating this. I'm like, y'all crazy.
Y'all done lost y'all mind. See, that's what's wrong with some of y'all kids. Y'all don't go back in time to actually see what the Jackson 5 was out here doing, man. Y'all just think the Jackson 5 was just a group, but then when they
Well,
broke up, Michael Jackson
yeah,
just
I
went
mean, yeah,
crazy
but
with it.
even collectively, they have classic songs collectively. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They have classic songs collectively. Can you feel it?
Listen to the Triumph album. They got solo songs on that album, man.
Right. You know what I'm
Y'all better do
saying?
y'all homework, man.
What? So they think collectively they would still lose to New Edition? I disagree with that.
Man. Once that rock with you come on with them glitter flashlights and stuff, it's over with, man. I wish Michael was here to have the suit on.
Who had the best ballads, Johnny or Keith Sweat? That's a good question. Cause I'm more familiar. I'm gonna tell you, I'm more familiar with Keith Sweat catalog than Johnny Gill. Like I know some Johnny Gill stuff, but not the early stuff. Like when he was the stuff he was doing with us, Stacey Ladder. So I don't know a lot of that stuff, but the solo stuff from the '90s, and then like even the stuff he's doing now, he's still doing albums. I know that stuff.
I don't know none of this stuff like that. So they're more my mom's,
Yeah,
territory lane.
yeah. My mom played a lot of that stuff. A lot of the Johnny Gill stuff. They're not gonna lose. Who are you talking about? New Edition?
They gonna lose,
Who's not gonna lose?
man.
So you think New Edition? You think so, Jalen? You think New Edition could beat Jackson 5?
No, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you, they'll want that smoke, man. Once they're
Nah,
off the
man.
wall, come on. That's skate
I
ring
don't even
music right
know,
there. Rock
man.
with you. Put your skates on and be like
Man,
Lil Bow Wow off road bounce, man. It's over with, man.
they, they, the thing is, they
Once
have
you
a
get the disco, once you get the disco lights going, man, it's over with, man. Because it give you a vibe. It take you back in time, man. Like
they
we need more music like that.
the thing is they have a deeper catalog than New Edition though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like just think about it. Like after the Any Heartbreak album, they took a long hiatus. They didn't come back till '96.
they
That's
can
like
go
what, a
back to the
7 8 year gap.
they can go back to the late '60s with it. Like I'm telling you, man.
No, I don't feel like you can compare, but because Tank said what he said on Drink Champs, people made it into a debate now. So it's like a real debate going on with both groups. And I'm like, I don't think it's even a debate. Boombox said, I'm not even considering the MJ solo albums. Jackson still had MJ and Neo good, but it's comparing Genuine with Marvin Gaye. That's exactly how.
Genuine and Marvin Gaye, ew, ew.
Hey, I like Genuine. I've always been a Genuine fan. So
I'm more familiar with Marvin Gaye stuff. I never paid attention to Genuine like that. Not to say that he's trash though, but
uh,
y'all know more about some R&B stuff way more than me.
but
Because my
I'm
shit just vary.
and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't like Pony when it came out. Like I thought it was soul trash, and I thought it was gonna be a one hit wonder. But when you listen to that Bachelor album, that was one of his best albums. That's a classic album. And then 100% Genuine, he stepped it up. Timberland, some of his best production. Genuine definitely is. He was one of the best. He hasn't dropped anything in years, but I wish he would come out with another album with Timberland, because he was actually at
Yes,
that Lovers and Friends R&B festival in California. He was actually there with Timberland. They
yeah,
performed together. Yeah. So I know there was some rumors that they had like beef. I don't know how true that is. There was some tension between him and Timberland, but I wish Timberland did come out with another album with Genuine.
yeah. Show these little niggas out here that Jacquees ain't the king of R&B. Y'all got to come out
Right.
and start dropping
Facts.
bombs on these dudes, man.
Facts. Facts. Salute Jamar. That's the creative 80s 90s. He said, "What's the topic?" The topic is New Edition versus Jackson 5. Tank was asked the question on the recent episode of Drink Champs, and he said he's more New Edition than Jackson 5, and it became a debate. There's a New Edition fan page now that posted the whole like that whole segment where he talked about it, and they're making it a debate right now. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing people actually picking New Edition over Jackson 5, which is to me is crazy, but that's really the debate that I wanted to not even a debate, just a discussion I wanted to bring up today because I love both groups. They're both legendary. New Edition to me should have been in the Rock and Roll of Fame a long time ago. It's way past 30 years for them. But
Damn,
this
they ain't
is
in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
nah, they're not there. They're not even
Wow.
not even a mention, not even a nomination, nothing.
See
But
see that's the point. That's the perfect reason where people need to make their own rock and roll, their own Hall of Fame when it comes to our genre of music. You just can't keep waiting on, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to dust the sand out of their eyes to try to get more black artists from different genres into the Hall of Fame because it's already been harder for black artists to get in there. I mean, I would like the Fat Boys to get in one day, or at least the people who definitely paved the way before them.
right, facts.
I don't even think Diana Ross is even in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I like Shalimar to be in there one day, but you know how it
Yeah,
is with groups like that to get in because you got all these rock heads just getting pissed off about shit like that. When they realize when you tell them that black people made rock and roll, they want to get butthurt about this shit. When
right,
we've been around this shit way before y'all.
facts. Big facts on that. Um 16 Bus said, I think that people got favorites as well. I'm not mad at anyone who picks any over
Yeah,
J5. I'm not mad. I'm just surprised that when I'm reading these comments and there's a lot of it's kind of like 50-50, but then it's like people that maybe they're not familiar with the Jackson 5 catalog and they're picking New Edition over Jackson 5 for that reason. And I'm like, you might have to go back and listen to a lot of those Jackson 5
yeah,
albums.
definitely go back and listen to the music because you know how some of these younger kids just blow shit out of proportion when it comes to these discussions and stuff.
Right. Ronnie said, New Edition, is this the end or Jackson 5? I'll be there. Oh man. That's a good one because I love both of those songs, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could choose, man. I love both of those songs.
I
Both
got I'll Be There.
great ballads. You got I'll Be There?
Yeah.
Man,
Watch
I
this. They're
don't
gonna
know.
try to make this a versus. We need this as a versus. No, you
Yeah, but
can't
you
do
ain't got
that. Michael's
Michael. You
not here.
can't do that. Nah,
This is
you
what
ain't
I
got
said.
Michael.
What you gonna do? Try to dig him out his
Nah,
grave and ask him try to get him to come back?
nah.
Like, stop, man. Y'all need to
Can't do that. You
stop.
can't do that.
You can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
I would have liked Prince to do one. Like, it's so many people that you could have picked
Yeah.
to do a versus that's not
I
here anymore.
I
It's
will
just
say
such a
this
shame.
though. I will say this. I love the recent verses that we got with April and MJG and UGK. I think Bun B represented Pimp C to the fullest. Like he did it in the right way. And I didn't look at it like it was like a mismatch. Like it's almost like Pimp C was there. Like I felt like Bun B won that battle just for Pimp C, and it was great. That was a great versus to see. Definitely enjoyed
Yeah,
that one.
I ain't get to look at it, but in my opinion, I think both of those brothers won. It wasn't really no losers,
You're right.
unlike Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills. But I ain't gonna talk about that
And
because I'm
and they
still.
started they started on time. They started at 8
They
p.m.
started on time.
Yeah,
See that's what y'all need to take y'all hats off to when these verses be starting. Y'all
right.
need to come up, show up, and don't be out here throwing water at each other like strippers. Bone Thugs, Harmony, 3 6 Mafia. Y'all need to come on
Mm.
time, man. Y'all need to leave that shit at the door. Cause if y'all Negroes be out there fighting, it just make us look bad and the culture look bad. And I really want them not just to stick on the hip hop, versus I really want them to do like different genres of music to definitely get other people and other horizons of people. I think they'll get more fans by doing that. By doing different genres of music. Like really opening up the eyes of, people to different other formats of music instead of just hip hop and R&B.
So 16 Bars said Fat Boys don't deserve to be in the Rock and Hall of Fame. Mm.
I don't know
I'm not
about that,
even
sir.
gonna lie. Like I wasn't
I,
a,
I,
like I know some of their songs, but I wasn't like a huge Fat Boys fan. No pun intended. But
yeah,
a lot of those 80s rap artists, I don't feel like they're gonna get that type of respect from
yeah,
the Rock and Hall of Fame, which is why we need our
yeah.
own Hall of Fame.
That's what I said. They'll get more support if we had our own hip hop Hall of Fame
Right.
and so. And I believe we'll have one day. But you will still have obvious, nominations that'll get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like Wu-Tang Clan definitely up,
Yeah.
possibly next
What
year, in my opinion, or Cypress Hill.
What do you think about this? What Boombox said? Get Bruno Mars to sing in place of Michael for the J5. I think you could make a run for it.
It won't be the same. It won't be the same.
But he has a fan. But said the people wanted Bruno Mars to battle the weekend. They mentioned that
The
versus.
weekend, the weekend of Washington, man.
No, I disagree. I
I'm
disagree.
telling you, the weekend go
Bruno
get.
Mars got big hits. He has big hits too.
I know though, but I'm telling you, man, the weekend. I
Did you
think
hear
the
that?
weekend
Did you hear that rendition him and Anderson Paak did for what's that song, the Love Train joint?
was that the
Not
nah
not
that
the OJ's, not the OJ's Love Train. The was it what's the group was it not
conform.
Lakeside.
I forgot what that name Confunction. I forgot the damn
The
name. I don't know.
Confunction,
Yeah, Confunction.
Love,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the bonus track. They re-released the Silk Sonic album and they put that as the bonus track on there.
Okay, I ain't even heard that yet. I checked it out
Yeah,
because I got the CD right here. Let me
yes.
get it.
It's not on. It's they re-released the album and put that as the
Yeah,
bonus track. And that I think Bruno Mars could definitely beat the Weeknd. And I love both of those artists, but to say that the Weeknd will watch them, I disagree. Classic album. Bruno Mars definitely has some big hits. But yeah, it wouldn't be the same without Michael, man. It would not
yeah.
be the
It
same.
won't be the same. And
Um
I hate when people be saying that like if you're gonna do a versus, you need to have these people here physically to do it. I just don't want it to be one of their daughters or one of their kids out here doing this shit because it won't
right.
sound the same.
Jamar says NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I saw somebody post up something like that.
Man, ooh.
That they want a Backstreet Boys and Sync battle.
I wouldn't mind that because I'm really tired of seeing these hip hop niggas. I would really like to see different
You want
shit,
to see
cause
pop battle?
yeah, I want to see pop rock,
Yeah.
another reggae album. I really wanted to see Sean Paul do one, but I don't know.
Against who?
He's off doing his.
Where do you put Sean Paul against? Shaggy? Who is Sean Paul battle right now?
Mm, I don't know, cause you more familiar with the reggae style of music and stuff. I'm not an expert on it like
He
that.
was more he
I
was
just like
more like 2000s though. I
yeah,
mean,
like dance hall and stuff
yeah. I mean,
in that
I don't
era.
know. Vibes Cartel is incarcerated, so you can't put him up against him.
Damn, that nigga
Um,
still in jail. I ain't even know.
yeah. Uh,
I
who
don't know
else?
if I don't know if Elephant
Movado,
Man got enough hits though.
Elephant Man, maybe Movado. I don't know. I don't think Movado.
Mm,
I would say Sean Paul against maybe Elephant Man because he was huge in the 2000s. Maybe well, Beanie Man
yeah,
already
I
had
like both
a
of them.
battle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah, definitely. We working on a movie script. I think people are gonna like it. Um. I will let you know when it's close to finish. Yeah, we doing different things, man. Just all for the culture.
yeah,
Sam
that's what's
said
up, man.
Chabo Ranks. Chabo Ranks. I would like to see Chabo Ranks battle Buju Banton. I
Oh,
think
that'll
that
be
would be
nice too.
a great battle. Yeah, that's two of my favorites in the night as far as like '90s dancehall. Definitely. Ronnie said Drew Hill also did the Confunction. Love. I didn't even hear that one. What
Oh, I ain't
album
know
was
that.
that from? I didn't even hear that one.
Yo, man, I've been listening to this Aini Kamosi album. That shit fire as hell too. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah.
He's a Jamaican
Here comes a
artist
hot
too. Yeah,
stepper. Hot stepper. That was his big hit.
yeah, I like that general track. That shit fire as hell too.
I never heard that album. Is it you actually bought it?
Yeah, it got like 6 songs on it. I'll show it to you.
Oh wow. Never bought it. I never bought that album. I always thought he was a one hit wonder. Like we had a couple of them during that time.
Yeah,
Teddy Riley versus Babyface. Well, we already had that. We had that one already.
I like to see Lil Jon and the East Side Boys do one.
By themselves or they battling somebody.
They gotta battle somebody.
I don't know. Little John and the Eastside Boys. Who they battling though? I don't know. Two Live Crew. I don't know who they battling.
Two Live Crew. He said Two Live Crew.
Um, Beanie Man. He battled. Who did Beanie Man battle?
I think he battled.
Bounty Killer. Bounty
Yeah,
Killer.
Bounty Killer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he battled.
that was
Yeah, he was Bounty Killer.
that was a good one. Ronnie said Dark Child versus JD. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, here
Definitely.
you go.
Like all the stuff that he did for like Brandy during the '90s, and the Invincible album from Michael, and he did a lot of stuff. I thought that album was out of print. That Ani Kamosi album.
Now I got it right here.
Oh wow, I never seen that joint.
Yo, man, for this shit to be only 6 songs, this a 5
Mhm.
out of 5, man.
I never seen that.
I like this. I got this in the Ecomos album too.
Dope. Boombox said Janet and Mariah. That would be a good one. But when it
Yeah, I
comes to
like to see it too.
dancing, when Janet got to start breaking out into like her Rhythm Nation moves, Janet is winning that because
Janet
Mariah can't
Jackson gonna
dance.
kill her with the dancing.
Yeah,
Mariah Carey can't just be shaking her ass all day.
Mariah got the voice,
Janet
but
gonna
she
break it
can't
down.
dance. Yeah,
Yeah, Janet gonna break it down to you. She gonna be dancing like the Control video and stuff.
right. Drew Hill and Jodeci. I keep hearing people wanting that battle, but see, I'm not a big Drew Hill fan, and I don't feel like they even got the hits for Jodeci. Maybe I'm being biased because I'm more of a Jodeci fan, but I only know like a couple of Drew Hill songs. I wasn't like a huge Drew Hill fan like that. Ronnie said Jodeci would watch Drew Hill. Drew Hill got some hits now. Tell Me was a big hit in My Bed, of course. I love the remix with the Brat and JD. What's the other joint? The joint they did from the Rush Hour soundtrack. The joint with Redman. I forgot the name of that joint. They got some hits though. They got some hits, but I'm more Jodeci, man. Like Jodeci was like my first concert ever, so I'm more Jodeci. Yesterday they celebrated the anniversary of their first album. Forever My
That's what's
Lady,
up.
classic album.
I want to
Saying,
see Shalimar do one, but no, no.
yeah, that would be great if they can get Jody Watley on the same
I
page.
throw this money. Like, come on, Jody. I got this 100 G's for you. Come on, girl. You want to come out here and shake and do your thing.
Sam
Make
said,
that
can
move.
you review some Keith Sweat albums? We got that coming, Sam. We got that coming.
Sam be making demands like he the
Right?
president. Like I
Yeah.
want you to
You
do this,
donate. You
do
better
that.
donate to these channels and stop playing. You
Better
want. You
cash
want.
app him.
Yeah. You better cash up because you want all these album reviews and stuff, yo.
YouTube plantation. I want you to do
Right.
this amount of videos.
Right. Cracking the whip on us. You know what I mean? Get that Keith Sweat album out. Casey was
Do a
Cisco
trash
before
video.
Cisco. Oh God, I don't. I really don't. KC
Who?
was Cisco before Cisco. I totally disagree with that. I think KC's a better
Nah.
singer than Cisco. No,
You
I
heard of
totally
this
agree.
artist before?
We got Tidra Moses. Yeah, she did stuff with Rick Ross, and she was I believe she did like background vocals on the Talib Kweli album.
Okay, yes, he's fire as hell. This is an
Yeah,
album right here.
yeah.
So
She's the
she
underrated
made
singer.
she made this track. Yeah, she made this track from Nas and stuff because he had a crush with it. A crush on her back in the day.
Oh wow,
Be
I
Your
didn't know.
Girl. Like that song's a classic, underrated, man.
Boombox said if we still had Whitney, if we still had a Whitney versus Mariah, those two voices, yes, definitely that would be must see.
It would have been nice if they did a collaboration album together.
Right, definitely. 16 Bars said, "Come on now, does Little John have enough hits? Little John has a lot of hits, bro.
They got me. I'm
He
telling you, man. Lil
he
Jon
has
go back to
hits.
the night, man.
He has collabs that he's done.
Yeah, you got
Stuff
him.
that he's produced for people. He's a producer also. People forget that
Yeah.
he produced that Usher joint. Yeah, that wasn't Jermaine
Do
Dupri.
do
That was Little
do
John. Little
do
John produced that.
do 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 do. It used to be my shit back in the day. I used to play that at elementary.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a Little John fan. Like I got the
Yeah.
Crunk Juice album. To me, it's a classic.
Yeah, I got that
Definitely
too
like
right here.
Little John stuff. Um, Jamar said, "How deep is your love?" Yeah, that was a big hit. I think that's the joint I was talking about because they have Redman on a different version for that song from the Rush Hour soundtrack. Never Make a Promise. Yeah,
Here you go.
yes, dope, solid album, man. Ronnie said Smokey Robinson versus Stevie Wonder. That could be a good one, definitely. Two Motown, former Motown artists.
Smokey Robinson be up there cha-cha sliding and stuff
You
like
could
he
get
20 years old. He'll be doing his
you,
thing.
you could get Barry Gordy to like intro both of them when they come out.
Yeah, don't have
That would
Steve
be
Harvey up there taking all the glory and shit.
right. That could be a good one. Um, Sam said David Ruffin or Eddie Kendricks. Well, for me, I'm going with Eddie. I think Eddie was a good solo artist. I know people will pick David though, but
I got David Ruffin.
of course, I mean
Nobody ain't come to see you, Otis.
Rick James or Prince. I think
They
a lot of
both
people gonna
dead,
say that.
man.
They
No,
both dead,
man.
bro.
I
I
would
mean,
have
I know
risked.
what he mean. Like in their prime, though, I know what he's saying.
Yeah,
But even in their prime, I'm still picking Prince though.
I wish Tina Marie could have did one,
Vic
and
was
she's
good
been
though.
dead for like
Rick
yeah.
definitely was ahead of his time. But I mean, I grew up more on Prince than Rick.
That's a dude who's long super overdue for his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nomination. Cause he's
Who
been
Rick?
dead since like 2003. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
no,
Oh wow. I see. I don't know what the criteria is for Rock and Hall of Fame. Like, I mean, it has to be like 25 years, but he's been in the game
it, it
longer than that.
it used to be 15, but they changed it to 25 years.
Right.
I mean, he's overly qualified to be there, so
That's a pimp battle right there.
yeah.
Facts. Ronnie
Mary
said
Jane Girls and Apollonia. That's a good
right.
combination.
Jamie Foxx versus Tyrese. Oh Lord. I
Jamie
don't I don't
Foxx.
I don't like none of them. Like Jamie Foxx, I prefer him acting. I don't care for his
Yeah,
music like that. And I don't like Tyrese like that. So I think I made that known a while back on here.
yeah.
So
What more do you want from me? I'm like, nigga, I ain't a guy. This
have
nigga
you
here.
seen the movie Morbius? He's in Morbius also.
What is that?
The Marvel film Morbius.
You talking Tyrese?
Yeah, Tyrese is in the film.
I only know that nigga from getting yoked up in Baby Boy. I ain't really paid attention to his acting like
Yeah,
that, you know.
he's in the film. He's in the film. I didn't even know that. He's playing a cop. He's like going after
Mm,
Morbius. Thriller or Purple Rain. This is another iconic debate that we've had like over the past couple years that I can't choose because I grew up on both of these albums. Both of these albums were my introduction to both my
yeah,
Prince
I
and
like
Michael.
both of them. It depends on the day. So when it's Halloween time, it's
I can't.
Thriller, but when it's
I can't.
Purple Rain,
I cannot.
it's Prince. Yeah,
I
yeah,
cannot.
but yeah.
Cannot pick. Both albums have 9 tracks. Ironically,
I'm
no,
gonna I'm gonna
they
have to
both.
skip that one.
I cannot pick, man. They're both classics to me. Both my favorites. Iconic album covers. They both had like mini film. Well, Purple Rain had a full film for that album. Mike had the mini film for Thriller. I cannot pick, man. It's both classics. I will not pick. Who would you put?
I will
Who
not
would you
make these harsh decisions, sir.
no? Who would you put against Nate Dogg in the verses? That's a good question too. Who would you put? Who would you pick against Nate Dogg? I don't know. Who would you put against Nate Dogg? Nate Dogg actually sings though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. You
it
gotta
would have
get
to be.
somebody who can get with that style.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It wouldn't be nobody from this era. It wouldn't be like a T Pain or a Ty Dolla Sign. It had to be somebody from
Hell
back
no.
in the day. It got to be somebody from back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to think of like a R&B singer that did like collabs. Maybe like Ron Isley. Maybe I don't know. It had to be like somebody that was doing collabs, but they're from that era.
Yeah.
you know. But it wouldn't be nobody from now though. It had to be somebody from back in the day. 16 Bar said no more Steve Harvey, please.
Yeah, get
was
that
was
coon
he
ass
really
nigga
that
off
bad?
stage.
I mean, I didn't see the whole thing because that battle
Yo,
with
man,
that was like 3 hours
that
long,
dude
right?
was the dude was like Diddy, man, all in the videos,
I didn't
dancing.
see the whole battle. I saw like clips of it, but I didn't see the whole thing. And people were saying he was terrible. He's a terrible host.
Yo, man, he's terrible, man. He got that Pringles mustache, man. It ain't worth it to have him up there hosting, dude. Like, you should have just had both groups up there doing their thing. He up there dancing and shit.
Mm. How about Charlie Wilson against Nate Dogg? Who would win that? Mm. I don't see Nate Dogg didn't drop a lot of stuff as a solo artist though. Charlie Wilson
Yeah.
got solo albums. He got the Gap Band stuff.
Don't go at the Gap Band for.
And no, for me at least, nothing after '82 because that's when they music started to
Yeah,
go downhill.
they got songs after that, but like a whole
Yeah,
album wise,
yeah, it
nah.
wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. After four, it wasn't the same.
Yeah,
Um, Life After Death or All Eyes on Me, classic double albums. Which is your favorite?
it depends on which day. But if I had a gun in
Out of
my
all
head,
of
I
them,
had to probably go with All Eyes on Me.
I'm gonna go with Life After Death. I'm gonna go with
Okay,
that.
that's what's up.
Just just cause I feel like people shit on some songs, and I like the joint he did with Little Kim Another. I think that was a dope song that easily could have been on Little Kim's Hardcore, and a lot of people don't like that song. What's the other song? Play a Hater. Now I didn't care for Play.
Player,
I never cared for that song, but cause it sounded like they were just joking around in the studio.
get
But people
on
love
the
that song though.
floor. You been robbed.
People love that song. I'm like, it was okay though. But you know what
Yo,
I'm saying? But
that could have been like a skit or something. Like it didn't need to
right,
be a full song.
yeah, it could
Like
have been a skit, right?
I
Or
don't know
like an
what the fuck
interlude.
Big you would think it, man. Yeah,
It could,
interlude.
yeah, it could have been like that.
I just thought about this. They could have used that as like a video or something for
Right,
like a next track or something. Like
right.
they could have did that. I don't know why it was I skipped past that shit. It's funny to listen to though, but nah.
But to me, it's like yeah, disc one was good, but I think disc two got some bangers, especially towards the end when you got Long
Yeah.
Kiss Goodnight and you got what's the My Downfall and what's the other the joint
And
that yeah,
nobody till somebody kills you.
right, the joint that Rick Ross used for the Mastermind album. Those are bangers to me. Yeah, I really hear anybody talk about those tracks on this
Yeah, you
too.
can't go wrong with either album. So
Yeah, Play a Hater like the automobile.
yeah, they shouldn't have had that track on that fucking album.
And they were playing it like it was a single already, bro. And this is before the album came out. Radio was already playing it.
Player.
The Gap Band versus Zapp and Rogers. Oh man. Ah man, that's a good funk battle right there. I gotta go with Gap Band though. But anything only up until 3 or 4. After that, after 82,
82.
they
Yeah.
music started to go downhill for me. So you said I'm going with Life After Death. All Eyes on Me is classic too, bro. I love both
Yeah, this was
double albums. Top three. They right up there with Wu Tang Forever. Art of War that doesn't get enough mention. Art of War was a classic.
diplomatic immunity.
Dipset, yes, Volume One, classic. UGK double album, super tight, great album. You know,
Esham's life nah not Esham's Judgment Day Volume 1 and 2.
yeah,
That's good too.
definitely. And no, Jamar, the Outcasts do not have a double album. It was just two solo
Yeah,
albums packaged as one. It's
two
not a
solo
double album.
albums different.
It's not a double album.
Snake Southern Playlist Cadillac Music came out in '94 and ATLiens came out in '96. You can't count those.
No, I'm talking about the
Oh yeah, the
Speaker Box Love Below.
Snake on You.
No, Speaker
Which
Box Love
one?
Below. The Speaker Box Love Below.
What that uh They
That's
do
not a
count that as a double album though,
no. Yeah, but
because
it
it
was
was two
packaged as
solo
a
albums.
double album. Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
it was
packaged as
packaged
a
as
double
double album.
album.
Yeah, I get what
Right.
you're saying. Yeah.
It's not a real double album though. It's not a real double
Yo,
album.
I
You
like
know,
to do. I like to do a video on top 10 worst double disc hip hop albums. That'll be real good to do too.
10? I can't think of 10.
Or five, at least five.
No, name 5 bad double albums.
Culture 2, Migos.
Oh, God, I don't listen to them. So
Um, that's my number one.
that's your number one.
Um, yeah, nigga, that's my number one. They ain't did shit after Culture one. I can't do it, man. Corruption.
You thought I was bad? Like bad, bad?
I, okay, I would put that. Nah,
No, no. I
it's
mean, I
kind of
mean,
hard.
this is your list. I'm just saying, like, I've heard people say that like that was a bad double album, but I heard it. I don't think it was whack. It just was some songs I would have took off that album though.
Jay-Z,
Oh yeah, that definitely.
Volume 3. It's Volume
Blueprint
3,
2.
wasn't it?
Blueprint 2.
Yeah, Blueprint. Yeah,
Yes.
Blueprint. I didn't even know there was a double album. I'm like, this nigga
Mhm.
doing double albums? Like,
I didn't like
we
that.
couldn't get the Nas
But
double album. I'm like, nigga, I
they
wish they didn't have
they
those leaks,
bootleg.
man. Like,
Yeah, they
they
bootleg that.
bootleg that shit. I wish we had the LP's double album. That would have been good too. With Foxy Brown and Lil Kim, that would have been nice. Like a collaboration album with them.
Right. You capping? What's he capping about? He said cap. Q said I've been
Yeah.
hearing a lot of people saying All Eyes on Me book 2 is not that good. I totally disagree with that. I've heard that in the past too. Like a lot of they felt like a lot of the songs that like towards the end was bad, and I disagree.
I ain't thinking of that.
What I
All these
know,
kids know
no, it
what
was
this
not a
what this
double
song is.
album. No, Speaker Box Love Below was packaged as a double album, but when you actually listen to the albums,
It
it's two
was two
solo albums
solo
in one.
albums.
Yes.
Yeah,
LaFace,
it's
that's
two
how
solo
LaFace
albums.
packaged the album. They packaged the album like a double album.
They didn't have enough money to put both of their albums out, solo wise, so they packaged them together,
Is
which
that what
was really
happened?
good because it went diamond. So it was really
Oh, hold on,
a
hold
good
on, hold on.
strategy
This,
for them.
this is the label that made money off of Tony Braxton, off of Usher, Tony Rich, the whole Dungeon family. It seems like they didn't have enough money to put out.
I don't know what they was going through the time with the record label, but I think that's what I heard. I might be
I
wrong
never
about
heard
that,
it.
but I think it was like that. They didn't
I
have enough.
never heard it.
I think it wasn't in their budget to put both of their solo albums out, so they just packaged this together as a double album.
Yeah, but then when Big Boy goes solo, his albums come out on LaFace anyway. So I don't understand.
I don't know, cause I think they still trying to recruit like their money from that double album and stuff since it sold so
Really?
much. You know how these record labels get.
Wow.
Yeah,
And I
you
was
know how
like,
these record labels get. You want your money.
Insane Clown Posse versus Limp Bizkit. I'm Limp Bizkit, man. I never listened to Insane Clown Posse like that.
ICP.
I'm more Limp
Them
Bizkit.
first six,
So
them first six Jerker cards.
give
They
me
got it.
anything from $3 bill, y'all, or significant other. I'm all Limp Bizkit. Even the remix
You
albums are
got you
fire.
got you got heat for Carnival Carnage, Ringmaster, Riddle Box, the Great Malenko from '97. Like they was the fucking Jekyll brothers. Like they got it, man.
Boombox said this convo put me off on watching Stranger Things. Hey man,
I
I
never
didn't know
liked
you
that
was
fucking
watching
show.
shit.
I never
But
listened to it. I
I
never
love
looked
Stranger
at it. So
Things, man. It's classic, the best Netflix show ever, in my opinion. I am rocking the T-shirt for Stranger Things. I love it. Season 4 was phenomenal. Can't wait for part 2 in July. That Outcast album is a double. It's a double album, but it's not really a double album. They package
it's
it
two
like a
solo
double album,
albums, man. It's two
bro.
solo
If
albums.
I can show you, I have the double album. I can pull it out right now and show you. It's a double album, but it's two solo albums together.
Yeah, pull it out for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
let
pull
me
it out
show you
for
the double album. Let me show you the double album. I don't think he really understand how they packaged it.
I can show you a double album. Wait a minute, let me see if I can find this Life After Death.
Yes, you got
I
you
can
got
show
to
you
show him the
one
difference.
album too. Yeah, we got to show him
You
the
got to show the
difference. Yeah,
difference. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't think he understand, yo.
Let me see if I can find this shit.
Oh
Got
man,
me going in my bag now.
I really wasn't planning on doing that, but I'm like, let me. I don't think he understand.
Yeah, if I can find it, I got this shit organized. So I'm trying to see if I can get my life after death. I probably put this shit somewhere else.
Okay, okay.
I
This
ain't
is the
trying to
double
move none of this
album.
shit.
You see, this is Big Boy's album cover, and on the back you flip it. This is Andre's album cover, right? This is a
Yep.
double album.
That's the
It's
funny
a double album. Okay, speaker box. You see speaker box. You see Love Below. See that? They packaged it together as a double album. You got the booklet and all that, and it's had like Andre. You flip it. I don't even like how they package it. Like you got to flip it upside down to see Andre's side, and then when the other side is Big Boy. They package it as a double album, but it
Oh, here
is
you go.
two solo albums in one. That's how they did it. So it's not
Yep.
a double album technically like a Life After Death or Wu Tang Forever. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that.
Now this is a double album, sir. This
Facts.
this is a double album. Life After Death. You
Facts.
see this with the chunky case. This is a double album. Life After Death. This is what I call a track listing too, kids. Y'all might not be familiar with, seeing the track listing on the back of an
Wu Tang
album,
Wu Tang
so
Forever. This is a real double album. Real double album. Okay? This is a real double album. Disc 1 and 2.
this was
Okay?
supposed to be a double disc album, Esham's Judgment Day Volume 1, but he sold it separately. So I still
See?
consider it a
Real
double
double
album,
album.
but it's just two different solo albums together. But it's
Wu Tang
sold
Forever
separately.
is a real double album. The Outkast one was a double album that they packaged together, two solo albums. It's not the same thing. They only did what they're like on featured on each other's album, like Roses, and you got what's the other joint? Um Forgot the other joint that they did together, but that's how they package it. So you got to blame LaFace Records for that. That's Babyface and LA Reid. That's how they package it. So it's kind of confusing to people. Like, oh, it's not a real double album.
Yeah,
You see why it's important to have physical copies so I could show people the
yeah.
difference. We can show people the difference.
Nostradamus and I Am was supposed to be a double album, but they
Right?
leaked that shit.
They leaked it, yeah.
That would
And
that would piss me off because
which
you had
which
extra tracks on there.
end up becoming Lost Tapes Volume 1. That's the leaked
Yeah.
tracks on both albums. TLC. I also been hearing people say, "Oh, I never heard people say that, crew. That might be in your neck of the woods. I
Say
never heard nobody say that.
say what?
That he been hearing people say All Eyes on Me and Life After Death should have been one disc. I never heard nobody say that.
I don't want to hear that.
Nah, it's too late anyways. I think Blueprint 2 should have
Yeah,
been one disc.
cause
That should have been one disc. That should have been like 12
these
songs.
these kids these kids ain't used to having double albums that's
No,
classic these days.
mm-mm,
So
no. Not when you got Chris Brown dropping like 41 songs and shit. It's a triple album and all that.
yeah, niggas like Ray Sherman and shit want to come out with triple albums and shit.
Favorite R&B double album? R. Kelly, the R album. That's my favorite. Ain't too many
Kills.
R&B. Ain't too many R&B double albums out anyway.
That's probably for the best.
You hate Chris Brown? No, I don't. I don't hate Chris Brown. Beezy, that dude.
Chris Brown, my nigga.
Yeah, he got a new album coming
Yeah,
out in June. Matter of
Breezy
fact,
can take a bitch just by moonwalking. So
right? I'm saying though. So how do you feel like it's a double album? It's not the same.
it's not. Look, man, it's not a double album. He just explained it to you. It's two
It's
solo
it's,
albums.
it's not the same, man.
Wu Tang Forever is a double
Yeah.
album.
Yes, that is a double.
Even
Sound of the Times,
E40 got a
right?
fucking double album.
Right. Sound of the Times is a double album, right? It don't
I
count.
think I think I'll be doing this on purpose just to get Try riled up. So
What you do?
like I'm gonna just fuck with him for a minute. I
What
already
you
know that it's a double
what
album.
you?
I just want to fuck with.
Oh, they do that. I see. Sade versus Anita Baker. I think that was supposed to happen also. I don't know if it's still gonna happen though.
They should have been had that.
Yeah.
Give these artists, these underrated female artists that can actually sing their flowers before they pass away.
But
Now she's
all of
definitely
them come in the same case though. This all double albums come in the same case. What you mean?
yeah, they're not separate. I just showed you an example of a double album that's separate though. Esham's Judgment Day Volume 1 and Volume 2 are separate.
Right.
And the
That's how
and the
they make
crazy
them.
thing and the crazy thing about the album cover is it got Malcolm X on the cross getting burnt. I never knew that, so that's some fire ass shit. You know how it is with Esham doing the wicked shit and stuff. So
Blueprint 2, double album. It comes in the same case. They both in the same case. See? You got the curse disc, and then you got the gift disc or whatever. One is blue, the
yeah,
other one is black. See?
it was a curse to put out a double album.
For real, there should have been like 12 songs on here. No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was saying that when this album came out many years ago, there should have been 12 songs.
Yeah, we seen that review you did.
Yeah,
You
it
read
was not
after
good.
these things.
Was not good. No, no, I'm not lying for no artist. It wasn't good.
Yeah, y'all niggas who can't pay me enough money to lie on
Exactly.
y'all niggas
MJ
garbage
History,
ass
yes.
album.
History is a double album. You had one CD was greatest hits, the other one was at the actual new album. That's how he packaged it. But that still counted as a double album though. What do you think about triple albums? Well, if it's not Prince, I don't really care to hear it. Like Prince has
Yeah,
triple albums.
or eight ball. Eight
Or
ball
eight
with his
ball,
lost
right.
album shit.
Right. And that's an underrated.
Like
That's
it's
an album
no,
nobody
no
talks about.
don't give these dudes any ideas to try to do triple hours, man, because we already
It's too
oversaturated with
late.
garbage out here.
Chris Brown already did it. He been doing it.
But he got solid work though on that shit. I'm talking about these hip hop artists though.
Oh,
You niggas
okay.
can't even make solo albums good, let alone triple disc albums.
Right. Right.
Y'all leave that up to the professionals like eight ball.
Jay-Z Hard Knock Life was his best selling to date. Hard Knock Life was great. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorites, definitely.
It'd be nice if they did a dynasty tour. This should be fire.
They should have. Eric Clapton versus Paul McCartney. That's a good one. I'm going with Paul on that because I'm a Beatles fan. I'm going with Paul. He's talking about the generation coming up now. That's what he's talking about the kids. They're not familiar with double albums because a lot of artists in this era don't do double albums like that. And Kendrick just put
That
out
are
a
not
double
good.
album. Kendrick put out a double album. It's 9 songs each. Maybe he's trying to start that double album craze again.
I can agree with that because he's a talented artist. I just don't want these other Negroes out here doing that.
Right. You mentioned Migos put out a double album, right?
Yeah, Culture too. It
How,
wasn't good.
how many songs was on that?
Too many. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh wow. It was that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. This is great, man. I'm liking this live stream. See, we got to go live more on here, Jamal.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I like talking to you,
Yeah.
man, because
Yeah.
motherfuckers just don't be. Yeah, man. I don't got to go to work tomorrow. It's Memorial
Right.
Day. Basically,
Yes.
another day off for me.
Right. I'm saying why not? Nice Sunday afternoon. Why not go live?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
Your girl Madonna out here trying to get some BBC.
Really?
Yes, he was spotted with
Um,
my boy Tory Lanez. So
oh
I don't
man.
know if he's piping her down, but
So I hope we don't get that collaboration for our next album. I really don't want to hear that.
I
It
don't even
seems,
know if he even coming out with any music album
see,
wise. I just want
man,
I just want that Alone at Prom to come out on vinyl. I just want that to come out.
Madonna is an artist now that's just following trends, and she was never
Yeah,
like that.
she's
And
following these young kids. Mickey was talking about that on her channel too about Madonna getting the ass shots,
yeah,
adopting these black kids and stuff. Like I don't know, man.
terrible. Her butler's terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
she used to be a solid white woman. Now she's just spoiled like milk. So
I've
it's
seen
crazy out
more.
here.
I've seen more beautiful white women that are ballers with real butt than Madonna, and there's a basketball players.
Yeah, and I don't even like white women like that. So you know, I don't know. I could
Ronnie
just
said, oh, go ahead. 80s
oh my
Sade
bad.
or 90s Sade? 80s Sade for sure.
80 shot.
I
He
love
really
90s
come out with
Sade
a lot in
though.
the 90s. Yeah.
I'm kind of torn because I Love Deluxe is my favorite Sade album. That came out in the 90s, and then you got
I like
Soldier of Love was like her last album.
Stronger Than Pride, my favorite album from her.
That was great. That's a great album. The Promise album that was great.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. You can't go wrong. 80s Sade was great. 90s Sade was great.
Yo, she had a run, man. She had a 4 album run, you know, so
Yeah,
she
for
was
sure,
definitely on top. Very underrated, you know.
for sure. Yeah. We got to get Big Boy. I would love to interview Big Boy and you know talk to him about his solo stuff. And I feel like you don't get enough flowers.
I want that Cool Mo D interview. I want to know what the hell he was
Somebody-
thinking about in that book.
Yo,
Yo, man, I'm gonna get that book by the end of the year.
you gonna buy it for
I'm
real?
telling you, I'm gonna buy it, man. We gonna need to do a part two.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because he gonna put himself on the list. I'm not surprised about that.
I knew he was gonna do that because he's Cool Mo D, and I
Right.
respect it though. But I mean, your number one was, and I like Melly Bell too though. But like,
Yeah.
come on now.
Oh man, that's crazy. Look at Ronnie demanding shit. Have an interview with Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap. I
Run
don't
that
think he does
cheese,
interviews.
man.
I don't think he
Run
does
that cheese.
interviews. It's been a minute since I've seen Cool G Rap do an interview.
Yeah, y'all think these dudes can just get interviews with these people like that? It don't work like that, man.
Facts. 90s
These people
Monica
got
or
people that you
2000.
got to talk to other people that you got to talk to other people.
Right. 90s Monica. Definitely. 90s Monica for me. Cause like like after the storm, after that, it was like hit or miss for me with Monica. But Miss Thang is a classic. The Boy Is Mine, classic album. Yeah, man. Better vocalist, Brandy or Monica? I'm going with Brandy. Definitely enjoyed Brandy's music, and she's a great actress. She put out like a little rap diss song to Jack Harlow recently.
Yeah, I ain't know what the hell that was about.
Yeah, but supposedly she wanted to be a rapper before a singer. That's what they said.
She better much of a singer.
But I mean, she could. I mean, she was on
Yeah,
flow.
I think
She had a nice little flow.
yeah, yeah, she nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just so used to her singing and doing her
Right,
thing. Like,
right. But I mean, but she did
yeah.
like if you watch the Queen's show, she was rapping on there.
Oh yeah, with Eve and so yeah.
Yeah, she was rapping on there. Jack Harlow. I don't know this Jack Harlow dude. He's like overrated to me right now. He's
I
everywhere.
never, I never listened to him like that though. But
No. And he
I
got
can't
like
get my.
I was looking at the track list and he got like a whole bunch of features from Drake and Justin Timberlake and I'm like, who is this dude? Never heard of him.
I heard of him though. I just ain't paid attention to him.
He's everywhere. He did a New Balance commercial recently with Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, this was so. I rock some New Balances right now. They
Yeah,
need to
oh
give
yeah,
me a sponsor.
right. Cut the check.
Sketches too. I see Rick Ross lost
Got
his
the-
own sketches endorsement. I put the body in. When he said that, I was like, "Oh, nigga, you done lost
yeah.
money, man." I was like, "Why you say that, Ross?"
I
Damn,
like
Rose.
his car show. I saw his car show recently. He got like about like 100 cars.
Yo, yeah, I think I seen something like that. He do got
Yeah,
a lot of cars. So
his cars are bananas, yo. Definitely got some dope ass cars in that.
I buy too many guns to be buying all these cars and shit. I'm more of a gun nut.
Hey, we don't promote violence on here. This is all about nostalgia.
I'm talking about in self defense. You know, I wouldn't just
Yeah.
be out here on some
We
Deliveroo
don't
shit. You
promote
know.
violence on here. This is all about nostalgia and good vibes.
Yeah.
Bronny said
You
Jack
hate
Harlow.
everybody. You hate everybody, Sam.
He do. It's not too many times, like unless it's like a punk rock group. It's not too many times
Yeah.
you say you
I
see
don't
him say
like. I
oh, you
don't
love
like.
somebody.
I don't
Like
like
he hate
disco.
everybody.
I don't like
Come on,
Mace.
Sam. Come on, Sam.
And I sure don't like Jay Z dreads in his hair. Now I
Right?
hate them
Oh
motherfuckers.
Lord, he looking like the old version of the weekend, man.
I said this nigga need to cut these dreads, man. You're definitely a sing song, man.
I'm surprised he's had it this long.
I'm telling you, man. Them fake dreads, man.
Yeah, they have to be because he they said he was balding in the front. So how you end up with all this dread?
You're gonna need that special LeBron James hair treatment by the time you know. Let me
Man,
stop.
LeBron need to just shave his head. He's
Yeah,
done.
man. He just need the DMX, man. Go on and shave your head,
He
LeBron, for
shaved
your
that
son's
head.
sake.
Right. You already got the beard, so it's
He'll be straight like that. Get your Isaac Hayes on. You'll be good, man. You already rich, nigga. You straight.
LeBron Isaac Hayes. Mike said, shout out to Mike. What's good? Follow his channel, Mike's movies and rants on YouTube.
Yeah, follow Mike, man.
He said he loves some disco. Definitely love disco, man. Definitely. Sam said disco is way better than country music. Okay.
It depends on who do country music. Like, I don't want to see no Lil Nas X type shit. I
Right.
want to see like some real country artists and shit.
So
Like,
who's your favorite country music artist? If you have one.
it's kind of hard because I really don't listen to it like that. It depends on like if I like it or not. I like Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf, my guy right there.
Yeah, Yellow Wolf. He
But he
does country
mixed it
music?
with like, yeah, he do country music.
Really?
Yeah.
The same Yellow Wolf that was on Aftermath?
Nah, he was on City Records.
Oh, Shady, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
like
know
his
that.
his best album in my opinion is Ghetto Cowboy. That's a fire ass album. He
Only
always
thing
put out solid. He always put out solid albums in my opinion. You know.
the only thing I've heard from Yellow Wolf, he did a like a little EP with him and Ed Sheeran. This is like years ago, but that's the only project I've heard from Yellow Wolf.
Okay. Yeah, his Ghetto Cowboy album, my favorite album from him. You know, he
Okay.
always been putting out solid, mixtapes and stuff.
Yes, check out our we did a review on Poetic Justice and we talked about, different scenes in that movie and the cast. Check us out on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play. We on iHeartRadio now. We on TikTok. Follow the TikTok page and follow us on Instagram. Follow the YouTube channel, of course. We're trying to get more the fan base over here as well. That's episode 39 of 80s, 90s, and 2000s Robs, the podcast. That was a great episode. Next week we're doing I think the wood. I think we're doing the wood next week, if I believe. We'll be reviewing that classic movie. It's been a long time since I saw that movie, so definitely going to go back and check it out.
And that's what's up. Y'all coming up, man. Keep doing your
Yeah, man.
thing.
Yeah, man, no doubt. And we're gonna support all the other content creators. Definitely like Mike movie and Rance and your channel as well and Reg, and that's what it's about, man. Just
Yeah,
creating it.
I like to see Ashley start a channel. That'd be cool.
I know she talked about that, but I don't think she has the time right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I definitely if she ever start a channel, we definitely support her.
Yeah, definitely will.
I think Q said I think Eminem did Slaughterhouse and Yellow Wolf wrong. Well, is he still on Shady or no?
Nah, he got his own record label now. They still got a good. No, Slaughterhouse. I don't think he did them wrong, man. I think he wanted to see them be their own man. In my opinion, it just didn't work out because each of them dudes got it, man. I don't know what's up with these niggas now. I think Joe's the fucking problem, man. In my opinion,
Right.
Joe always going off, just doing his own shit and crazy. Like everybody in the group, Joel, Ortiz, Crooked Eye, and Royce, they got a solid relationship. In my opinion, there's always gonna be some disagreements in a group, though. But
Right.
It's Joe's fucking problem, in my opinion. He's always been that type of dude that he always thought his shit didn't stink. He's a
Right.
good rapper though, but
Th-
he just been off in his own world.
Supposedly there's some beef with him and Swiss Beats right now because he said something about Alicia Keys.
Who? Oh, Joe
So
Budden.
yeah, there's some that Swiss Beats put up some like post about what he said. Like he said something about Alicia Keys in the post, and
Uh,
and Swizz said something about keep my wife's name out. Almost like what Will Smith did to Chris Rock. It was something
oh
like
God,
along those lines about don't mention my wife or something like that. So they got some type of online beef going on.
they'll get over it, man.
You know
Swiss don't need to be
why?
talking. Y'all
Well,
trying to
why
charge
is
niggas for
everybody taking
verses
shots at
and shit.
Alicia Keys though? Because it's not the first time. Like Drake said something about Alicia on Certified Lover Boy, and him and Swizz had a beef going on.
He was trying to hit that, man. That's why he was talking about it. He's a whore out here.
There was reports about Swizz cheating on Alicia Keys with Lala. I don't know how true that is.
Damn. Oh. Mm.
And now Joe Budden mentions Alicia Keys and something. So why is everybody taking shots at Alicia Keys now? Like she don't even have nothing to do with
Y'all,
it.
y'all need to let her play on the piano, man. Y'all need to
Right.
leave Alicia Keys alone.
Outcast plays ball or Goody Mob Cell Therapy. That's a good one. That's a good one. I love both of those joints, man. Both of those joints, you can't go wrong.
I'm gonna go with Players Ball. I'm not familiar with Goody Mob's music like that.
Soul Food is their best album. Like Still Standing was dope, but Soul Food is that's a classic album. Five Man classic. Definitely.
Okay,
Cell
I got one
Therapy.
of the Dungeon Family albums. I forgot what name it was. It got like I forgot what it was called. It's like a
It's
black
like all of
cover.
them. Yeah, it's all of them on the cover.
Yeah,
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 that's
that one.
I forgot the name of that album. But yeah, that's the only album they ever did. That's they one album.
Okay.
Yeah. That was dope. That was a dope album too. Mike said one of these days on my channel I might do a music album review. Oh yeah, that's dope, man. I'm definitely down whenever.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Sam said the game says that nobody. I'm so tired of hearing about the game going to Eminem.
Jason, Jason, shut the fuck up, man.
It's
You
like,
ain't
bro,
came
if
out.
you want to battle Eminem, just come out and say you want Eminem in the verses. That's all.
You're not gonna beat this dude, man. Like,
He's
stop.
not. He's
Where
not.
your nigga? Where your album at? Where your album at, man?
He has an album
You don't let
dropping.
what? You don't let Whack 100 ruin your career, dude.
He has an album
Em-
dropping. With was it
That
Hit
shit
Boy?
ain't coming out.
No, I saw the album cover. It's coming out. It's with him and Hit
All
Boy.
right. I see it when I believe it. Shout out to Hit
I'll
Boy,
send it
man.
to
You
you.
definitely be doing your
I'll
thing.
send you the
I
link.
understand though. I want to see it out officially, like in stores.
He's not
Like,
beating Eminem. He's not beating Eminem.
yeah,
No,
nigga,
no.
you fucked up when you left G Unit, man. Cause y'all still would have been on top. You would have had the West Coast on lock with 50's,
Right.
stuff, man. It really, you both coasts would have been
But
way better off with
yeah,
them
but
being together.
he's not the only one that said that. The thing is, Eminem was
Yeah,
never marketed as a
a
artist for
street
the
dude.
club. You're right. He was
He
never.
didn't need to do that.
You don't
He
have
didn't
club
need to
art
do that.
for him.
You
He
don't
was
have
never
to
that type
have
of
that.
artist. He
He's a
was never that type of
worldwide
artist.
artist. See, that's what's wrong with some of these street rappers. Y'all think that just because a dude don't be on your criteria or on your list of type of music that he's trash. Like, this
Right.
dude is known in countries that some of you niggas can't even go to. Like,
Exactly.
you wish you could go to countries like Japan. Like, motherfuckers ain't even understanding English, but they singing your songs and stuff.
Exactly. He was never marketed as that type of artist. Yeah, he might be a mainstream artist, but he's a mainstream artist that wasn't being played in the clubs. He wasn't that
And,
artist.
and if I were an artist like that, I wouldn't. I would be like, why the fuck would I need to be played in the clubs? I'm a worldwide artist. I'm played everywhere
Exactly.
in different countries. Like, I can go to London and rap with these dudes in the UK. You dudes can't do
Emin-
that shit. I can go to China and rap with artists like that. I
Eminem.
can go in the
See,
world.
the game don't understand. Eminem is an artist that came from Rap Olympics. He came from the Lyricist Lounge, Sound Bombing. The game wasn't on those albums. Last time I checked.
He, he, he came up at a time when you had to step up as a man, the face on the mic. A lot of you niggas can't do that now. A lot of you dudes
You know
can't
what
get
I'm
on
saying?
stage
He,
and bust some rhymes out and battle a dude. Y'all can do that.
he's an underground artist. He wasn't marketed like a artist for the club. Not like he wasn't like Fabulous. Like Fabulous was marketed for the
Yeah,
clubs. You know what I'm saying? Nelly
yeah,
was
fabulous.
marketed for the
Yeah,
clubs.
yeah. Those
Eminem is
artists
not
like
that
that,
dude.
you need those type of artists. Like you could tell the difference between Fabulous and Nelly, but when it comes to like emceeing and being a true master of the game of hip hop from a lyrical format, like you're not messing with this dude, man. And he got different elements in his music that the game don't
Honestly,
got.
people will sit up there and they will deny it. Honestly, when it comes to Eminem, the race card is involved because I still believe that our people, and I'm saying our people, when it comes to Eminem, the race card is a factor because they sit there and say,
It,
"Oh,
it is, man.
they say the same thing that the game was saying. Oh, well, they wasn't playing them in the club. So what?
They
They
don't need
wasn't
to play
playing.
him,
They
nigga.
wasn't playing the Roots in the club.
I'm saying
Last time I checked, they was. They
they
was.
they weren't even
What? The Roots have no club songs.
they
Wasn't
weren't
playing them.
playing MF they weren't playing MF Doom in the clubs or Camp Low or artists like that who came from an underground, like format of their music. Black exploitation was the main, topic of like Camp Low's music. And with MF Doom, he came with the Marvel comics and the style of his music with the
If you
with the MF Doom mask and stuff.
unless if you went to any New York club during that time, the Tunnel or Speed or whatever, they were playing Mob Deep.
Street
And Mob
shit.
Deep didn't make club songs. They were playing
Yeah.
Mob Deep. They were playing Rough
Rough
Riders,
Riders.
Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Nelly, even Nelly, Mystical when he was coming out with Shake Ass or whatever. They wasn't playing Eminem, and Eminem don't need to be played in the club to be a great artist.
He gonna
You
sell
know what
his
I'm
records
saying?
regardless.
He was selling records regardless because he had bars. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Half of you
He
niggas
he
wish y'all could sell 10 million records now. Y'all can't
he
do
had the,
that.
he
He
had the
did that two
production.
times.
He had the production. He's a producer and he had Dre producing for him. So he
He
was
got
already
Dr.
set.
Dre behind him. He got a whole team behind him, dude. Like when you had a team like that and a run like him, a lot of you dudes didn't even have that. You didn't have a run like that game.
Now,
Never in your career.
compared to an artist like Flo Rida, you rather play Flo
Yeah,
Rida because he was in the clubs compared to Eminem? I'm picking Eminem all day.
yeah.
That's just me. I'm picking Eminem all day over
I,
people that
I'm
being
picking
played in the club.
Eminem. Yeah, you damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that whole, oh well, he wasn't played in the club. I don't remember any other than Hate It or Love It and this How We
How
Do.
we do.
They didn't play nothing
Yeah.
else from the game in the club over here. He act like he got like a shitload of club songs.
And don't lie, nigga, and say 50 Cent didn't help you with those songs, cause those
Exactly.
those songs
That was
off that
50
first
songs.
album was 50 Cent. That
That
was
was
50
his.
Cent shit.
Yep, that was his songs. Now 50 Cent they played in the club. Literally,
Yeah.
they played in the club. You know, I Get Money. 21. They played all that in the club. Candy Shop, amusement park. They wasn't playing game in the club over here like that.
Yeah, you can't play One Blood in the club. That's not a club track.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Can't
saying?
play
So
that.
that I don't get that whole hatred for Eminem because, oh well, they wasn't playing him in the club. Just say that you don't like him because he was white.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? He is the most successful white Caucasian rapper in hip hop. It's not Everlast. It's definitely not Slain or Vinny Paz. You know, I get it. When you reach a certain plateau, people gonna hate on you. But Eminem definitely is a Hall of Fame in my opinion. He's one of the best.
Yeah, he's definitely first ballot.
I don't
One
I
of
don't see color. Like he could have been purple. I still would have said the same thing. Oh, this is a dope ass, purple colored MC.
could have
It
been the
wouldn't
color of
matter.
a bag of Skittles as long as he was
Exactly.
putting his all in his music. I don't give a fuck
Exactly.
what color he is.
It wouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that scenario we got to change. Okay, I don't like what people are saying. They've been saying that for the last couple of years, and I know people personally that's been bumping Eminem from the Slim Shady LP that are black. All of a sudden now we in 2022 and people's like, oh well, I don't bump
Y'all,
Eminem.
y'all
I can't
niggas
relate to
get
his music.
amnesia and shit. Y'all was relating to him when he was spitting the bars on 8 Mile. Y'all was relating to him when he was dropping
Exactly.
the. I'm trying to think of that compilation he dropped in '06. That shit was fire
The,
too.
the re-up.
On the
That
re-up,
re-up.
yeah, the
Yeah.
re-up compilation. Y'all remember
Yeah.
that motherfucker? Y'all remember
Em-
I'm Not Afraid?
Eminem.
I remember
Em-
those songs, nigga.
Eminem got more things in common with black people than we care to admit. He got baby mama drama. A lot of black people got baby mama drama.
I'm not scared
Okay,
to admit this shit.
you know what I'm
You know?
saying? We can
Yeah.
relate to him in a lot of ways.
I'd
He
rather
had he
relate to
had
Eminem to relate to any fucking NBA YoungBoy song than
he,
any Little Baby song.
he
I tell
he
you that
had
right now.
he had beef with his mom and made a song about it, cleaning up my closet. A lot of black people have beef with their parents that then they care to admit. Let's be real about that.
Y'all motherfuckers still crying right now at 40 years old because y'all had parent problems when y'all was a little kid. But
Exactly.
once y'all were listening to Eminem, y'all could relate to shit like that. A lot of dudes right now can't make songs like that or even come up with songs of a different criteria or different emotions and stuff. Like
Exactly.
y'all can't think of shit like that. All y'all know is about killing this nigga and fucking bitches and stuff. Half
What's
y'all dudes can't think of anything
what's
else after that.
favorite club songs? I don't have a favorite. It's just whatever is banging to me, I play it. I don't have a favorite because I don't do the
It
club like
depends
that.
on who the artist and if I like them or not.
I don't.
So they can be anything, you know.
I guess if you're at a strip club, some
Yeah,
Three Six Mafia come on. I think they're like they have the perfect
yeah,
music for that. Nelly Tip Drill, stuff like that.
yeah.
NBA YoungBoy. I don't listen to him, Ronnie. I wouldn't know.
We don't fuck with niggas that wear makeup and shit.
You wears makeup?
Yeah, I call him NBA
Oh,
Maybelline. He was trying to be
oh
on some
wow.
gothic shit in one of the
Oh
pictures
wow.
and stuff. You know how these fruit bag niggas once they go to jail and stuff, they got to do something stupid and crazy to show they masters that they down.
He was on some crow. He was on the crow type of stuff.
He was on some Marilyn Manson type shit, you know, but not
Oh
in a
that.
good way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I can't see how can you explain it to your kids once they get older and stuff. If you just
Right.
out here wearing makeup like a bitch and you're not a female, so I really don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah, my sister like that shit. I don't even see how the fuck she listen to that crap, you know.
What, Marilyn Manson?
No, I'm talking about this NBA
Oh
Maybelline ass
man.
nigga. Man, my sister don't know nothing about that.
Teddy Pendergrass or Barry White? I gotta go with Teddy though, but only like the first
Uh,
all the albums before the accident. Everything after the
yeah,
accident, I don't care for.
I like both of them. I really like Love Unlimited, the group that he had. They had some really good albums.
Yeah, it's definitely Barry White. Both legends,
Yeah,
you know. And we're gonna be doing later this year, towards the end of the year, we're gonna be incorporating the '70s era with '80s, '90s, and 2000s. So look out for that.
yeah,
I
that's
already
what's up.
I already got some vids planned for like the '70s eras on here, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I think y'all to get a better following with that too.
More,
More like an older demographic.
yeah.
Once
And
you go back to
we
that
got a
era of
lot of
time.
we got a lot of older people on following us as well. So, but we want to incorporate the '70s era because the '70s era definitely had to me the best soul music of that
Yeah,
decade. So
definitely did, man.
yeah,
They actually had soul and actually had a heart in that music. Unlike
yeah,
nowadays when you niggas just out here soulless,
right.
y'all don't have no emotion in y'all music. Y'all don't try to show any, you know, love or support in y'all music.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yeah, man, that's gonna be dope. Definitely looking forward to that. You know, Sam said Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes or the Spinners. I'm going with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. I'm going with them. Definitely. Like Teddy Pendergrass came from that legendary group, man, and he had a great solo career.
Yo, I got another copy of this Rihanna vinyl. I said, shit, I'm lucky to
Yeah.
get this shit
What's that?
on the anti album.
Classic
It,
album.
it, yeah, it's a bootleg though, so you know
Oh, it's a
I paid
bootleg?
like $40 for. Nah, but the cool thing about it is it look exactly like the vinyl and it's red too.
Okay.
So I said, let me get this shit. So
Right.
cause this shit like thousands of dollars now. So I got
Nah,
two copies of it. So I'm good.
he didn't see. You said you didn't watch it. You didn't watch the verses yet, right?
Nah, I ain't looked at it yet.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. That was a dope verses, man. They
I
definitely
only
paid.
seen only seen when 8 Ball was calling out Gilly the Kid for some bullshit he was saying.
Yeah, what was that about? Because he said get something about Gilly had some story about how 8 Ball ran. He was running from some dudes.
I think he said cause some with Jay Prince or something.
Yeah, and 8 Ball had to clarify, like, get your story straight. That never happened or whatever.
Yeah.
But that for the South, that was a dope, Southern hip hop battle. I enjoyed it, and it was good to see both groups perform songs from like back in the day, and
Yeah.
that was definitely done. And I was surprised that 8 Ball and MJG they performed a lot of those songs from that Bad Boy album.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah, yeah, the Living Legends album. That wasn't a good album, but they were on Bad Boy for that one album, and they left. But
Yeah,
they did a couple
yeah,
joints
that
for
was
them.
around the time Diddy was doing too much of shit.
Yeah,
Bad boy South nigga, you weren't gonna make it in the South, dude. You still had Ti out here with his record label.
right. And
Like you
Ross,
still had Cash Money. You still had a
yeah,
lot of dudes out here that was putting in that work. You weren't gonna
Buddha,
just come in that market and try to take over, dude. You should have just stuck
Buddha's
to your
album.
East Coast tactics.
Facts.
Really,
Sam said top five Luther Vandross songs. Top five. You got a top five.
I'm gonna let you have that because I ain't
You
familiar
don't
with
like Luther
Teddy.
like that? You're not so
I
familiar
like
with
him though.
Luther?
I just don't know his music like that.
Never seen Never Too Much. Definitely.
Sexual healing.
Power of Love. Um, what else? What else I liked? A House is Not a Home. Um, damn, top. I don't even know if I got five Luther joints. I got three or four, Sam. I don't even know if I got top five. We'll have to see. Cause yeah, even his latter albums, he had like some joints that I like on his latter albums too, like from the 2000s and stuff. You know, what's the song he did with Janet? The Best Things in Life Are Free. That was from the More Money soundtrack. I enjoyed that one. That one doesn't get talked about a lot. I don't know for whatever reason that collaboration with him and Janet, that was a dope joint. You know, Ronnie said, "Never too much, superstar, until you come back to me." That's what I'm gonna do. Medley, A House is Not a Home, so amazing. Yeah, if only for one night. That's the one. That's the other one I was thinking about. That ballad, definitely classic joints from Luther. Rest in peace, Luther Vandross.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Jamal said you curse a lot.
I just try to get my point across. You know how it works on YouTube.
We trying to make this kid friendly also, like kids can watch this. Yeah, that Bad Boy album was not good. I did not like that album. And you had
I never
Puffy
heard it.
doing
I'm
it,
so familiar.
and the bad thing about it, you had Puffy doing his ad libs on a lot of those songs.
Yeah, yeah, take that. You
Yeah,
know he got to be all in the videos on these
yeah,
albums and
he
stuff.
was on a lot of that. I was surprised they. I mean, I know why they signed with Bad Boy. They wanted that exposure, that mainstream, but it wasn't a good look for them.
Yeah, I don't know what type of money he gave them because you know how janky Diddy is when it comes to
Hmm.
his artists and stuff.
Yeah. But I think that's why they only did one album with Bad Boy, and that was it. Same thing with New Edition.
That was
They did one
that
album
was
with
a
him.
good thing.
Yeah, you know.
You know how Diddy get down, Mr. Ciroc.
Yes. I'm gonna stay on here till like 9 o'clock, and then we're gonna end this live stream.
All right.
So this was good. We could definitely gotta do this more often on here. Ronnie said top five Michael Jackson songs. Now, that's even harder than the Luther ones, because I mean five
Yeah,
I could pick five easily just from Thriller alone.
yeah,
You know, I don't know. I'm gonna pick Beat It from Thriller. From Bad, I'll pick Leave Me Alone. From Dangerous, I'll pick Remember the Time. From History, I'll pick Stranger in Moscow. And from Invincible, I'll pick You Rock My World. So I just had to spread it out to those albums.
yeah. All right, for me, Thriller, Lady of My Life. From Off the Wall, I will go with Rock with You. From Bad, I'm gonna go with Liberian Girl.
I love that one.
Trying to think of that. I like the Blue Gangster track too, but I think it was the Escape album, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't like that. That's the with the posthumous album.
Yeah,
I didn't like that
I like
album.
I like a couple songs off that album, but I
Mm,
understand. For my number five, I'll go with trying to think of something else. Black or White.
classic. I did see that. Yeah, Spice One gave an interview, and he said that more people listen to Pac than Jay-Z even now, and I mean that's debatable too because you have we have Pac fans that don't care for Jay. You have Jay Z fans that will listen
Yeah,
to him more than Pac. But I don't to say that nobody listens to Jay Z. That's not true at all. Maybe he just listened to more Pac than Jay. But I mean, to me, they're both relevant. Pac is still relevant, and he's not even here no more. I mean, you
yeah,
know, um, I could play either, so it don't even matter. I don't think one is more relevant than the other. Like he said, Billie Jean beat it. Don't stop till you get enough. Still in. Yeah, Lady My Life was great.
yeah. This is up.
Oh yes, definitely. Can't go wrong with those. They're great. Those are all classics of records. Jamal, what's your top five Michael Jackson songs? I ain't see your list. If you still in here. Yep. Anybody got plans for Memorial Day? Any cookouts? Any parties y'all going to?
No, I'm gonna just stay at home and get
You
ready
binge
for work
watching?
too.
You binge watching anything? Getting drunk? Getting high? What
Um,
y'all do?
I probably watch this Lady Snowblood DVD I just got. The
Who?
Japanese samurai movie. Lady Snowblood.
Lady Snowblood? That's a kung fu flick.
Yeah, it's like a Japanese kung fu flick. It was inspired from the Kill Bill series. They got a lot of inspiration from
Okay.
that
What?
movie and stuff.
When did that come out? What year was that?
I think it came out in like 72, 73.
Oh wow. And Jackie Chan is in it.
I'll show you it.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
You just watched The Godfather? Classic. Classic. Definitely. We're gonna definitely work on that script, bro.
I need to
Top.
look at that Offer TV show. This seems like a real good show too.
I heard about that. I think Reg was telling me about that. That's like the making of The Godfather or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want to watch that. Like, I love The Godfather. I don't think I want to see a. I mean, you got the making of the Godfather film if you get the Blu-ray. So why would you make like a whole TV series about it? I never seen that film, Lady Snowblood. I gotta check that out if it's on streaming.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
I'll
So who's
probably look at
starring in
this
it?
tonight.
Who's starring in it?
Let me see. Miko Kaji. No,
Okay,
no, that's the character's name. Sorry about
all
that.
right. I'm gonna skip that question, Ronnie. I would love to answer that question, but I'm gonna skip that question for now.
What question he was talking about?
The question that Ronnie asked, I'm gonna skip it though.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Top five Teddy Pendergrass songs. Come on, yeah, y'all. I would be here forever. Just y'all just doing the top five, man.
I can't answer that one neither. Probably love TKO.
Yeah, love TKO. Um, what's the other joint I like? Close the door. Um, I actually like
Did he
Joy.
make
I like
did
the
he
Joy
make Turn Off the
song.
Lights?
Yeah, turn off the lights. That'll be on my list. I like Joy, but I don't like the Joy album. But I like the title track. I like
Okay.
the Joy title track because it has a nice beat. But I don't like that
Only
album.
got one Teddy Pendergrass though.
You only got one. Which one you got?
Let me see. the TP album from I
Oh
think this
yes,
came out in yeah.
classic, definitely. Ronnie said, yes, of course, Jurassic. What are they up to? Jurassic 5? They up to Jurassic 4? I forgot what they up to now. But the new Jurassic Park movies, Jurassic World coming out in June. Definitely
I
looking
hope
forward
they
to
don't
that.
go like the. I hope they don't go farther than like certain numbers like the Fast and Furious movies. I
Well,
wish they'd just stop making.
supposedly this is the last one. This is the last one they're doing. That's why they brought back Sam Neill and Laura Dern.
You know how Hollywood get. We
Yeah,
never know if it's gonna be the last movie or not.
right. I know. Supposedly it's the last
I stopped.
one. There was a rumor saying that they're doing like a streaming series. I don't know how true that is, but
Okay.
supposedly this is the last one for the movies. I don't know.
With the Fast and Furious series, I stopped at Tokyo Drift. My mind just went blank after that. So
And I didn't care for Tokyo Drift. I didn't like it.
that's my favorite one.
That's your favorite one, really?
That's my favorite one, man. I don't know why. It's just something about that movie, man.
Because I mean it was the new characters, and then you had like a cameo from Vin Diesel at the end. But it was never one of my favorite ones though. Like I like
Yeah,
well, one to me is a classic. Two
yeah.
was
I like the
decent.
first three.
You like the first three, and everything else you didn't care for. The 4 and 5, and
I just didn't pay it attention because, like, I don't know, man. They just
right.
started doing crazy stuff, like
Have you
jumping out
seen
of cars and stuff.
Did you see Hobbs and Shaw, the spinoff?
No, I ain't even seen that one
You
either.
didn't see that one? That one was good too. That was pretty good. With The Rock and Jason Statham. Roman Reigns is in that as well.
Of course he is.
Yeah. Well, that's his cousin. That's The Rock's cousin. That's his
Yeah.
family. Sam said, get up, get funky, get loose. That was a dope Teddy joint, definitely. Ronnie got his top five. It don't hurt now. Whole town's laughing at me. That was a classic. Close the door, turn off the lights, no TKO.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much my list too, definitely. Yeah, man,
I
this
gotta
was
play this.
fun. This was definitely fun. What you gonna say?
I said I gotta play this Ghost album when I get a chance.
The Ghost album?
Yeah, the Pyrrha album.
Oh yeah, definitely. This was definitely fun. Like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're gonna have more live streams on a regular basis, and getting the fan base over here. Follow us on Instagram if you're not. Follow us on the streaming platforms: Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify. We got a lot of great stuff on the podcast that we talked about. We're doing the Wood on Friday night. Me and Jamal. So shout out to Jamal and the whole crew. 80s, 90s, and 2000s vibes. Follow us on TikTok. We got TikTok page, Facebook as well. We everywhere, man. We coming. We definitely gonna make this the best nostalgic page and movement ever. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for everybody that showed up, Boombox and 16 bars. Follow their pages as well. Ronnie, Sam, the usual. Q, Jalen, shout out to him. Follow his YouTube channel. He's a dope R&B artist. Follow Eric, the homie Eric's page as well. Shout out to Reg. I know Reg said he's doing a live stream later on tonight, so I'll
Oh,
be
what
on
time
that.
you doing it?
He said it's gonna be late night, so I guess it maybe 11, 12. So we just gonna
Oh,
have a live stream.
I'm
There's nothing. We ain't got nothing planned. We tomorrow.
okay.
I know we discussing Aretha Franklin, some Aretha Franklin album. That's tomorrow on his
Okay.
birthday. But tonight he's doing a live stream, so I'll be on there later
That's good.
on.
If I be up, I come on and chop it up with
Yeah,
y'all because I always like coming on and laughing with y'all because y'all always be saying some cool stuff,
yeah.
you know.
I know. I know he got stuff to talk about. Shout out to Mike's movie and rants. Follow his YouTube channel. He's a dope movie blogger, and I know Sam said he was doing something tonight. Also, he was talking about Ray Liotta's movies or something like that.
You
Rest
got a
in peace.
YouTube channel, Sam?
Yeah, Mike's movies and rants. He has a YouTube channel.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we've been on there already. We discussed the Outsiders movie, and we talked about Dead Presidents last week.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sam.
No, I'm talking about Mike.
Okay, my bad.
Sam said he was talking about Ray Liotta's movies tonight, on Mike's channel. So
Okay,
rest
that's
in
what's
peace,
up.
rest in peace to Ray Liotta, a legend. Yeah. So this was a fun live stream. Definitely going to be back. Subscribe and look out for the notifications so you know when I'll be on live stream. And salute to everybody. Happy Memorial Day to everybody as well. Be safe. Don't get too drunk. Don't get too high.
Yeah, don't do nothing stupid neither.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
All right, peace out, homie.
All right, man.